Good morning, friends. Let us start with our new topic. We have to go with our problems, I guess. In the last class, we have dealt with, if you see with the concepts of stress, what is meant by a stress, what is meant by a strain. And we even went with what is meant by modulus of elasticity, modulus of rigidity, and even the relationship between stress and strains with Young's modulus, stress and strain relationship with Poisson's ratio. So now let us go with our problems. Now let us see the first problem over here in stresses and strains. If you have any difficulties, you can please ask me. Let me keep my here. Yes. Now let us go with our first problem. Now if you see with the first problem, what here he is telling. Let us read with the problem. A rod 150 centimeter long and of diameter 2 centimeter is subjected to an axial pull of 20 kilonewton. If the modulus of elasticity of the material of the rod is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Determine first one stress, second one strain, and third one elongation of the rod. But if you see with the problem, the rod diameter, the length is 150 centimeter. Even the diameter is in centimeter. The load is in 20 kilonewton, but the modulus of elasticity. What do you mean by modulus of elasticity? It is represented as E, which is nothing but Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity we call. But here if you see with the unit here it has given it as Newton per mm square. Then you have to convert your diameter into mm and the loading 20 kilonewton you have to convert into Newton. So first of all, please read the question. Whenever you get in your exam, please read the question properly twice and thrice. Then first you have to write with your given data. Now if you see with the given data, what is the given data we have? We have length, which is equal to 150 centimeter. The diameter we have, diameter is 2 centimeter. You have to convert this 2 centimeter to mm, which is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Then when you convert from centimeter to mm, it is 20 mm. Fine. Now the area, how can I calculate the area? As we know that this is the diameter we have. Fine, which means that this is a circular diameter we have. Now if you have a circular diameter, then the area of the circle we have about here pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 into d square. Diameter, how much we have? We have 20. So 20, if you place it over here, then we'll be getting our area as 100 into pi. Now if you see with here p is nothing but my force. Force, how much here he has given? Here he has given it as force as 20 kilonewton. Now if you see with the 20 kilonewton, but we have to change this kilonewton to Newton. So if you see with my previous classes, I have given you about my higher values. So here we have kilonewton, here we have, yes or no? So kilo, mega, giga we have, yes or no? So these are bigger units we have, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 9 and 10 to the power 12. But if you see with the kilo is 10 to the power 3, which is equal to 1000. Yes or no? 10 to the power 3 or 1000 we have. So 20 I can write 20 into 10 to the power 3 Newton, which is equal to 20,000 Newtons. Then the Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity was given it as 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Now let us go with our first one. We have to find out about stress. Now if you see with the stress, what is the definition of stress? Stress is equal to load upon its area, and it is represented as sigma. Sigma is a symbol we are going to represent, and for stress we have to write sigma is equal to P by A, which is equal to load upon its area. But what is the load we have? Load we have about 20,000 Newton, and the area we have about 100 into pi. So 20,000 by 100 into pi, if you do, you'll be getting 63.66. And you have to write the units every time. Please be careful, you have to write the units. So 20,000 units was Newton by 100 into pi. So the unit for area was mm square. So Newton per mm square. Now similarly, let us go with our second one. Second one is nothing but strain. Now what is meant by a strain? If you see strain, we can write as change in its dimension to its original dimension. So in the question, if you see in the question, do we have anything about change in its dimension or original dimensions? We have like 150 mm, 150 centimeter, we have 2 centimeter, we have original dimensions we have. But in the question he never, or in the question he did not mention anything about change in its dimension. So how can we find it out strain? By using modulus of elasticity, which is nothing but Young's modulus. So can you tell me what is my modulus of elasticity, which is equal to, we represent modulus of elasticity as capital E, yes or no? Modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus, we represent it as E, which is equal to stress upon its strain. So I can write E is equal to stress upon its strain. But if you take this strain here, then the Young's modulus will come here. So strain is equal to stress upon modulus of elasticity. So we have stress we have calculated, which is equal to 63.66 Newton per mm square. Similarly, we have Young's modulus. So again, you have to check the units. Units are same or not, you have to check. Yes, this is Newton per mm square. Even the value of E, Young's modulus, is Newton per mm square, then the unit is same. Then you have to just substitute it. So equal to 63.66 by 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Then the strain is 0.000318. Here we will not have any units. Yes or no? So units, if you see here, what will be the units of the strain? Strain is a dimensionless constant. So it will not have any units. Yes. Why? Because stress, if you see with the stress, what is the unit? Newton per mm square. What is the unit of Young's modulus? It is Newton per mm square. So both the units will cancel. Newton per mm square, here also we have Newton per mm square. So both will get cancelled. So we will not have any units. So please do be careful. Here you will be getting an interview question. What is the unit of strain? Strain will not have any units. It is a dimensionless constant. But if you see with the stress will have unit, which is Newton per mm square. According to this problem, it is Newton per mm square. Now let us go with our third one. We have to calculate what is the elongation of the rod. How can I calculate elongation? Can you tell me? Elongation, if you want to calculate, elongation is nothing but, we have to talk about strain. Strain, there will be getting our elongation. Why? Because there it has change in its dimension to original dimension, or change in its length, or change in its width, or change in its diameter. So same thing, I took strain, which is equal to E, which I can write as change in its length to its original length. But E already I calculated. Yes or no? I have calculated E, which is equal to 0.000318 is equal to delta L. I have to calculate. Elongation is nothing but change in length. Yes or no? So we have to calculate with delta L by L is nothing but the total length. Total length here he has given it as 150 centimeters. So you can convert into mm. So here if you see delta L, I can write it as delta L is equal to E into its L, which is equal to 0.000318 into 150. If you do, you will be getting it into centimeter. If you multiply this into year 10, you will be getting into mm. So this is the elongation. This is a change in length we have. So this is one of the problem we have solved. Yes or no? So let us go with our next problem. Second problem, if you see, find the minimum diameter of a steel wire which is used to raise a load of 4000 Newton if the stress in the rod is not to exceed 95 mega Newton per meter square. So once again we'll read it. Find the minimum diameter. Now we have to only find out the diameter. We have to find out of what? Of a steel wire which is used to raise a load. We have a load. What is the load we have? How much load we have? We have a loading of 4000 Newton we have, and he is telling that the stress in the load should not exceed 95 mega Newton per mm square. So let us write with the given data first thing. So here I have explained you clearly. Mega is 10 to the power 6. The loading, if you see, loading is P, which is equal to 4000 Newton. And if you see with sigma, sigma is nothing but the stress. Here he has given stress should not exceed 95 mega Newton per meter square. So we will convert this into Newton per mm square. How can I convert? So let us see. Now sigma, mega is 1 mega is equal to 10 to the power 6 Newton. So we have to see mega is 10 to the power 6. I have converted into 10 to the power 6 Newton. We have got by, we have meter square. I have to convert this meter to mm. If you want to convert here meter to mm, how much is 1 meter? 1 meter is equal to, let me take a pointer. Like how much is one, like if you see with here meter, so I can write meter, which is equal to, if you want to make it into mm, so how can I write into mm? You just tell me, can I make 1 meter is equal to, it is equal to 1000 It is equal to 1000 mm. Yes or no? Here if it is a square, so here if you see we have meter square. So here also I have to make this into a square. So if you make it into a square, what will happen? So I'll be getting 10 to the power. If you see, I'll be getting 10 to the power 6 mm to the power. I'll be getting mm square. Yes. So here if you see, this is meter square, which is equal to 10 to the power 6 mm square. So that is the reason I have written it as 10 to the power. Now this is below. Yes or no? So this is down. Here if you see, we have got 95. Sorry. Here we have got 95 mega Newton per mm square. Yes, we have got mm square. So mega already you know, mega is equal to 10 to the power 6 we have. Yes, so I can write that as 95. So here I'll write 95 into 10 to the power 6. This is Newton by, if you want to convert meter to mm, yes or no? So I can write below, I can write it as 10 to the power 6. Now I have converted into mm square. So this 10 to the power 6 and this 10 to the power 6 will go. So we are remaining with 95 Newton per mm square. So let me rub it off. Yes, so I think everyone, you have just understood how we have got that like mega Newton per meter square to we have got Newton per meter square. Yes or no? So let us go with our next one. Now we have to calculate our stress. Why? Because we have to calculate minimum diameter. How can I calculate minimum diameter? Using my area. Area, we have it as circular diameter, he said. So steel wire will be in a circular form. So we have pi by 4 d square. Yes or no? So from there I can calculate. So here if you check, we have stress. Stress is 95 mega Newton. So we have 95, which is equal to loading. If you see loading, we have 4000 by we have pi by 4 into d square. So from here if you see, I can calculate my d, which is equal to diameter I have got as 7.32 mm. Yes or no? So you have to convert here all the units into a single unit and then you have to just substitute it. Then you will be getting your correct dimension. Fine. Now I think we'll go with one more last problem and then we'll stop. So let us go with our third problem. Find the Young's modulus. If you see in each and every problem, I have took different values or different like in the first one we have calculated stress strain. In the second one we have calculated about your diameter, how to calculate the diameter. But here you have to calculate, find the Young's modulus. Now find the Young's modulus of a brass rod of diameter 25 mm and of length 250 mm, which is subjected to this one, and we have an extension of the rod which is equal to 0.3 mm. Now let us go with our given dimensions. What is given there? So if you see the diameter was 25 mm, area you can calculate, which is equal to pi by 4 into d square, and the loading also, if you see the loading here you have given it as 50 kilonewton. So you have to change it into Newton. So kilo is 1000. Yes or no? So this one will be 50,000 Newton. Delta L, if you see here, he has given it as change in length, the extension of the rod. So if you see the extension of the rod is equal to 0.3 mm. So extension of the rod is nothing but the change in its length is equal to 0.3 mm. And the length of the rod, if you see, we have 250 mm. So if you go with the, what you have to find out? You have to find out our Young's modulus. How can I find out my Young's modulus? I can find out my Young's modulus using Young's modulus E is equal to stress upon its strain. So first I'll calculate my stress, then I'll calculate my strain, and then I'll divide stress upon strain. So I'll be getting my Young's modulus. So stress, if you calculate, stress is equal to, I know that stress is equal to load upon its area. Load, how much we have? 50,000 upon its area. Area I have as 490.87 mm square. Yes or no? So I'll be getting my stress as 101.86 Newton per mm square. So similarly, if you go with your strain, strain is nothing but change in its dimension or change in its length. Here if you see, the extension of the rod is equal to 0.3, yes or no, mm. So we have here also mm. So length also should be in mm only. So both are in mm. So 0.3 by 250. So I'll be getting it as 0.0012, which has the E value, which is nothing but strain. So here we'll not have any units. I'm telling you once again, E is a dimensionless. So the Young's modulus, if you see, which is equal to stress upon its strain. So stress we have already got, which is equal to 101.86 Newton per mm square upon the strain is 0.0012. So E value we have got as 84883.33 Newton per mm square. So Young's modulus here we have calculated. If you have any doubt, please you can message me or you can even call me. Thank you very much.